And I came across this MOJO. I'm like, oh, great. Here's one of those wonderful nano cap symbols, MOJO.
Exactly.
You know? And so there's a beverage company, and they have this coconut water drink, and we'll get into it later, maybe. And now they're launching an energy drink line to focus on women. But there was a press release out there that I came across that you didn't really screen well at all. I mean, just and you read into it, and it was just a release about the company buying back stock, and we're buying back stock, and not only are we buying back stock, this is how much stock we bought in the last year, and we're reducing the amount of authorized shares
Oh,
from
wow.
like a huge number to like 20 million. They only got 17 million outstanding or something like that. So he's basically telling you, and so I went, okay, let me see this. Let me put the ticker in, and I went back because on this tool I built, you can see all the releases and what the prices were at that time.
Oh,
And they've
wow.
been putting these releases out for some time, and it's since like 10 cents. So we found at the right time, and this thing was like trading at all. It was only them buying it. So that's an example of information that's sitting there for several weeks, maybe months, with the company telegraphing this stuff and they're not moving at all, no one caring. And they're profitable, by the way.
Yeah, that reminds me of two things. There's another company, it's called Four Corners, which does bingo cards and stuff in Texas. And it's highly illiquid. I am long. I'm not recommending it because it's just, you can't buy it. But the other thing about value investing that I think a lot of people, why they don't like it, is the example you gave. So here's a stock that's 20 cents for a year, 2 years. Let's just say it sits there for 2 years, but things are happening and you're aware that things are happening. Then there's the old saying, it doesn't matter until it matters, right? Now it matters, and it matters to other people. So now you've gone from 20 cents to 60 cents. So you've tripled your investment in 2 months, but it's still a pretty good return over 3 years, right? I mean,
right.
a lot of the value stocks that work are this kind of hockey stick because it doesn't matter until all of a sudden it starts to matter.
Exactly.
So and the other thing is, if you own a stock that doesn't go anywhere for a long period of time, but they keep active with releases and things, the longer you are with a company, the more you understand it, right? The more you understand the nuances and the changes. And so you can recognize that things are getting even better. At some point, something will happen. And I bring up this Four Corners. Like I said, they're I don't know if they're even maybe a $20 million market cap company.
Is that a FCNE? What's their symbol?
Yeah, FCNE, right?
Okay.
Up probably on Value Investor Club or something a long time ago. And they basically just sell bingo cards and the card readers and things like that to charities and churches and things in Texas. And they're number one in the industry, and it's not going to grow, right? I mean, it's just sitting there. But the stock at one point, the stock was $1, and they brought in a new CEO. Talk about our agents of change. Sometimes new CEOs are good, sometimes they're worse. But this guy came from another public company that used to do the bingo up in Oklahoma. Still public company. I can't think of the name. But I mean, he knows what he's doing. And the company was a family-run company before he got there. And it wasn't doing anything. And he brought in professional management, another theme that I like, right? Some guy that I always like to ask these guys, you were with a bigger company. Why the heck did you come to this little teeny tiny company? Didn't take a bunch of free options. You're going to make your money because the company's going to grow and you'll make your money. You're not going to flip it, right?
Right.
And so he explained to me how they used to run it as a family. They didn't run it as a profitable business. They just ran it as a family business.
Right.
And he turned it around, and it's probably 40% owned by 4 or 5 people, 2 generations. And he's like, and what I discovered was, he's like, look, these guys can't get out of this company. They can't sell the shares. There's no market for it. So the only way they're going to extract value is if I pay out the free cash flow as a dividend.
Right.
And the stock was trading at like $1.10. And he's turned the company around. Again, it grows a little, but not really. But they pay a 20-cent dividend.
Oh, wow.
20-cent dividend now. And I mean, it went from like 2 cents a quarter to 3 cents a quarter to 4. So it's like 4 or 5 cents a quarter now. So now the stock is $2.10, yielding 10%. But there was an opportunity when you understood how the business worked. So the stock has doubled and you're still getting, a 10% yield.